Happy Saturday, guys. I'm on a horse. This is Sasha, and I got all the other horses there. Joey just got fixed yesterday, and then Matilda and Rosa. And I'm bringing discipline and getting them tied up. But hey, my message for today is as I lean more into quantum stack investing and everything that Chad Peterson is doing with Peterson Acquisitions, right? We have to transact. But I think he said something about this once, but my awareness is really shifting to, fuck passion, man. Like, that's the high school students, like, what are you passionate about? The question is really, what are you obsessed about? Like, I'm obsessed with this, right? That's my obsession. It's actually second. My first obsession is silence. I was thinking about that this morning. I was meditating. People say, you meditate every day? Yeah, 35 years, man. 35 years. Sometimes 3 times a day, 4 times a day. I might miss a few days when I'm traveling and stuff like that, but pretty much, yeah, 35 years. What are you obsessed about? I've got friends here, like, people on the call last week. Some people I know, because I know them, are obsessed with a certain type of, communication pattern. I've got some other folks that are obsessed with studying and learning the next AI trend or what have you. Notice your obsessions. And then notice the revenue models that are working in your life. Have you figured out a revenue model for your obsession? With me and the horses, right? Clearly not. It's the same thing with when I played polo, right? Super obsession. No revenue model. So magic happens or success happens when you bring those two together. But being human, right? What happened, baby? What's going on? Huh? You want to walk? Okay, let's go. Let me move this around. That's how you ride bareback Native American style. No reins, no saddle, no bridle. Right? Where's the revenue coming from? What's the revenue model? And how much of that is linked to your obsession? So with me, I'm trying to do a lot of restructuring, if you would. My obsession is, silence, being happy, and then helping people find joy. That's it, babe. I've been doing that for now 35, 40 years, right? Started off as a spiritual healer, teaching meditation. I first spent 9 years working on myself, started in the shamanistic journey, and then I did Raja Yoga. Before that, I did breath work. Then I did pranic healing. I just went down the road, right? I was homeless, tried to commit suicide a couple of times, worked on my pain, and then realized, oh my gosh, man, she's such an angel. And then realized that we're all suffering. And I did find a way to not be as angry, as angry and sad and frustrated and anxious like I used to be. And I'm like, wow, this is a happy place. So I thought helping other people with the techniques I had. I traveled the world. In 2004, I touched 15,000 people. And then I realized the ROI sucked. I never found the revenue model. And then I got married, and my wife asked me, what's our retirement strategy? And I'm like, shit, don't have that. And I haven't really figured it out yet. I haven't accumulated it yet. I figured it out. So I want this for you. What is your passion? But then take it up a notch and say, what is your obsession? And then honor that. But see, it's about the honoring, right? Because when you're obsessed, honor that. It's pulling out the deepest, essence, the deepest elements of your being. And then figure out, like, hey, what are the revenue models? Have I figured out a revenue model with my obsession? And can I morph it? When I stopped being a Wado healer and traveling the world, just doing 90-day programs and 6-month programs, and it took me a while to reformat. So now I've formatted it, right? I help executives, business owners, founders link their story of life and living with their go-to-market strategies. So the business gives them the resources and money they need to live the life they want to live. It's as simple as fucking that. Now, once you have that, I do, right? I decided with my age, I don't necessarily want to buy businesses. What I want to do is help you buy businesses and sell businesses, and I'll take a commission as a broker. And that's why I've connected and committed to Chad Peterson and Peterson Acquisitions. But it's really not about buying the business, like he says, right? It's about quantum stack investing. But I'm suggesting do quantum stack investing, which is buy a business and then sell it in 5 years, treat it as an asset. Don't fall in love with your business and treat it like your child. Use it as an asset. Use SBA funding to fund 90% of it. You buy a cash flowing business, right? Right? You buy a cash flowing business and let that business finance the loan, if you would. So no money out of your pocket. Whoa, hang on. That's a beautiful view. Let me take a photo. Right? Look at that sun. That's good. And then what you do is you sell that business in 4 to 5 years, and you're to service that debt, right? And now you buy the next bigger business because you'll have 7x more to invest in. If you started off small, let's say $50,000, and you sell that and you buy a $500,000 business, you put that 10% down. In 5 years, you sell it for $5,000, but you service the debt for 5 years, right? You use time as an element. And then what you do is you when you sell that, now you have about $250,000, $300,000, and you're buying a $2 million, $3 million business. And the SBA says, oh, you finance your debt, so you're trustworthy. My point is, find your obsession, but then find the revenue models that support the life you want to live, right? And then you can dance with your obsession like I am. Anyway, this is what I want to talk about on Wednesday, Small Biz Fight Club. I know this is long-winded, but hey, such is life. You take care. God bless. Have a good weekend, all right? Bye.